So here we are at the final part of the GM Striker, fully painted up. Now, for the paintings that I did, I didn't did a lot of painting. I only did a little bit, and that is I painted in the red on the head, the red here for the, I'm gonna say the cockpit.
Maybe, yeah, could be.
The yellow here and here. And I also painted these here.
Which, as far as this, you have to have a steady hand to get that detailed, and along with the line panels. I mean, you really did a good job on painting them and bringing out the detail, because the way you painted it gave them a lot of depth.
With all the panel lining?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I also did a lot of panel lining on this guy.
Because without the panel lining, he would just be dull and there would be no depth to him.
I also painted in the yellow here and here. And oh, also on the bottom of the feet, I did painted the thrusters black with some silver lining. And I also painted in the thrusters on the backpack here. And also, well, I also painted these here, yellow.
Now, what type of yellow was that? What type of color yellow was that? Is that this that I'm staring at right here?
Yes, it was this here. Testers.
Okay.
And on the bottom of his back legs here, I also painted in these thrusters here. And for his weapons, for the shield here, well, first I will have to remove it. For the shield, I painted the silver here. And on the bottom here, I painted all of this black here.
Okay. Now, what are these right here? Are those spring loaded?
No.
Okay.
They're just friction.
Okay. So they kind of go in and out.
And they don't snap in or lock into place. They just hang loose.
Okay.
Well, sometimes. Especially that one.
It's kind of like a spear off of the shield. I'm assuming that he could use. That's what it kind of looks like. Now, that's really good work right there. That's like a chrome paint right there. It's shiny, glossy chrome paint.
And these are like meant to be like
Spears?
well, like spikes.
Okay. Spikes that he can, at a push of a button, they can shoot out of the shield. Okay.
Oh, and for his arms, I also painted in the yellow here. And for this here, the only part that I've painted is the silver here for the handle. And I didn't use any of the
Sticker sheet?
right, because these here, I don't need to like use them because I've painted this.
Right. A very good painting. Very good. It takes a steady hand to do that kind of work.
So I think that's like about. Oh, one more thing. I also did some panel linings on these vents here and also here for the like collar.
What does his weapon do? What does his weapon do? Does it fold out?
I'll get to that when I'm done with the articulation.
Okay. As far as that, like I said, you did a good job. Everything. The panel lines give it more depth than what it was. You even did panel lines right there. Good job. Takes a steady hand.
So for our articulation, he has a ball joint at the head. And also the base of the neck can move forward and back. And his arms can rotate and they do move in and out, but you will have to move these up so that way you can move them out. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows.
That's a pretty good bend with them elbows. That's a real good bend.
Ball joint at the wrist. And I will have to move my camera down so you can see the articulation for the lower body. Waist swivel. Side skirts can only move up to about here. And his front skirts do move up. And yes, I have split the skirt into two, so that way they move independently instead of just one piece. Ball joint at the legs. Oh, yeah. He has a double jointed knee. Ball joint at the feet. And these ankle guards can move up only to about here. So that way his feet can move up and down. But they only move up to about here.
So I imagine you can get this figure in a lot of good poses because he looks pretty well balanced. There's nothing big hanging off the back of him.
And for his accessories, we've already mentioned the shield here, but for this thing here, what you can do with this is that when you take this, well, first I will have to remove it out of his hand. What you can do with this is that if you take this and bend it down, this will bend down. So you can have like some sort of scythe weapon.
The stabbing spear. Because these right here are like energy, right?
These are called beam sabers.
Okay. So it's pretty much a beam saber pointing forward. So it can be straight up and down or vertical or horizontal. And you have a mechanic in here. This lever pulls this one up and down. Okay, that's pretty neat.
And and he does come with his rifle here. I will have to move him out of the way. What you can do with this is that this thing can move.
It acts like a shoulder cushion, a shoulder bar,
And
shoulder bars.
and also he does have another handle, which is right here, that you can flip out, so you can have him hold it in
Both hands.
both hands.
Okay. I see.
And while we're talking about the hands, he comes with a pair of 4 hands. The one that's on him is the trigger finger. The ones that he has on him are the gripping hands. And he does come with a open hand here with a hinge joint here. And this allows you to have him hold it on the bottom here.
Like a cradling of the bottom of the gun. Gotcha. Okay.
And he also comes with another beam saber, and that is right here, that you can remove. From this hole here. And you take one of these here, and this peg is going to go in that tiny hole. So you can have just a
Lightsaber. Lightsaber.
They're called beam sabers.
Beam sabers. Okay.
So you can have him hold it like a normal beam saber. Also, you do get some replacement parts, just in case you lose the ones that are on him. And that is, you get an extra beam blade here, an extra clip here for the shield, and you do get an extra antenna, which is this, but the one problem that I don't understand is that this is colored like a darker gray, but here it's colored in like a teal. So I don't know why they decided to go with this color here, but oh, okay.
Okay, Colton, you did a really good job on him. Compared to what he was, this is the last one. He's all painted up. And the stickers and the not sticker sheets over there. And you took the sticker sheet, put it over there, and then you just started painting him by what you saw. And then you added the line panels, which gave him more depth.
They're called panel linings.
Panel linings, excuse me. You did a really good job. I know it takes a steady hand because I did some of that a long time ago. It takes a real steady hand. Good job.
So that is the 4-part video of the GM Striker. This was a lot of fun to do, and overall a really nice kit compared to the ones
compared to what we had in the past growing up. There's more articulation and more intricate the way how things move, and seeing it from the very beginning to the very end, you get a better understanding. And some of this stuff I wish we had when we was kids, but times make changes, they've gotten better, so the articulation is well worth the posing. You can get him in some phenomenal poses. And that's like with a lot of the kits today. Compared to back then, we had super glue, and this A goes to A and B goes to B, and then you had to super glue it, and you had to be careful with that super glue because it could get messy and it can get on you and get on everything else. Here, you have stuff that snaps in because it's machine molded and designed for just that specific part. So here with the model kits today, everything snaps in place compared to the glue that we had to use back then. So even the model kits in today's time have come a really long way of getting better compared to what we had.
Oh, one more thing that this can also do, but before we end this video, is that you can have him hold this in both hands using this handle here, but you will have to remove the fingers to have him hold this in both hands. And also, another part of our articulation is that this thing here can move. So, I think that's about it. So, there you have the 4-part video of the GM Striker. And if you like these 4-part videos, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more.
The next one I'm going to see if I can put together, but I'm going to need a lot of help. And I'm glad my son's here because I'm going to need him to help guide me in the right direction.
Thanks for watching. Just a quick update video on the GM Striker. There was just one little thing that I forgot to show y'all. But before we end this, remember that I was telling y'all that this piece that connects to here, and I told y'all that I had to super glue this to here so that way it doesn't fall out. Well, if you remove this, then this hole here will allow you to plug him onto a flight stand. Well, a stand, so that way you can get him into some aerial poses. So that was just a little thing that I forgot to show y'all. And no, the stand for this model kit is not included. So that was just a quick update video on the GM Striker.